Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. I think Wednesday might be my favorite day to do the Daily Drive. I love talking about gratitude, and that's what we talk about every Wednesday here on the Daily Drive. And I'm going to let you know why we talk about gratitude every Wednesday on the Daily Drive in just a second. I'm getting this shared into my Becoming Unlimited Facebook group. You can look for that if you're not part of that. It's also tagged here. Y'all are going to have to do me a favor and look past my hormonal face. I don't know what's going on right now, but is this not like the worst place ever to get a zit, like ever in your life? Like, it was so uncomfortable and so sore. So like, pretend I have a mask on. I should have worn a mask. Anyway, welcome to the Daily Drive. If you haven't been here before, this is like my anxiety ramblings, and I let you know how I maneuver through my life and stay in control of my life with anxiety. I wake up every day with anxiety still. I was officially diagnosed in 2010 and was in a lot of darkness up until just a couple years ago. So this, I feel like, is my purpose, to speak openly, publicly, vulnerably about anxiety, mental health, and how you can grow. Because if y'all would have known me, or maybe you did know me or whatever, but like 2 years ago, your girl was a hot mess, okay? And I feel like I have a little bit together today, at least in the mindset sense. So welcome to the Daily Drive. I love to just come and bring y'all information about what you can do to take control of your mind. And that's why we talk about gratitude every single Wednesday on the Daily Drive. So do me a favor though, and go back to Monday and catch Monday's replay. I talked about inviting joy into your life and the power that can give you. And my Mickey ears are something that gives me joy in my life. I recently, I recently, like last year, got LASIK surgery. And so I can comfortably wear my ears now. And so I'm just wearing them because it's Christmas and I have a lot of Christmas ears and it brings me joy. So go back to Monday and watch the replay and, hear about what it means to invite more joy into your life. And yes, Katie, I see you. Gratitude Wednesday. We talk about gratitude every Wednesday. It is one of the 3 parts of my Daily Drive worksheet, which you can get for free anytime. I share it here in the comments. You can message me and ask me for it, whatever. But intentional thinking, goal setting, and gratitude are 3 of the most important things that I found to help you stay in control of your mind. And gratitude is so important for that mind control process, because when you think about gratitude, when you journal gratitude, when you tell someone why you're grateful for them, when you do a gratitude practice, when you intentionally turn your brain to gratitude first in every situation, whatever you are doing that is allowing you to think about gratitude, when you're doing that, you're actually changing the physical and chemical makeup of your body. Because when you think about gratitude and do gratitude practices, you're releasing the same hormones into your body that are associated with the feelings of joy, the feelings of calm, and the feelings of bliss. And I don't know about y'all, but I want to feel more joy, more calm, and more bliss throughout my everyday life. So it was like a superpower for me when I really understood what gratitude does in your body. When you're releasing those hormones, those chemicals, again, that are associated with joy, with calm, and with bliss, that's coming into your body and allowing you to think clearly. It's allowing you to take a step back from a stressful situation and process it for a second, right? In every situation, in really all day, every day, life, I turn to gratitude first. And that's what I want to talk about today, is turning to gratitude first. It is something that you get to retrain your mind to do. And I say get to instead of have to, because what happens when someone tells you you have to do something, or when you're thinking that you have to do something? It has that tone, that negative tone behind it, right? So I get to use gratitude often and first to take control of my mind, and I got to go through the process of retraining my brain to turn to gratitude first. It definitely takes some training training, some retraining. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today, because when you turn to gratitude first in every situation, especially the stressful situations, you're turning to gratitude and thinking about gratitude first, you're chemically taking control of your mind, right? Because remember, it's releasing those hormones that are associated with joy, with calm, and with bliss. So you're chemically taking control of your mind. And the more you do that, the more often you turn to gratitude first, the more often you redirect your mind, the more you train yourself, you practice to get yourself to that point, the easier it becomes. And the more you're just living in that calm space versus the stressful space. And when stressful things come up, you're handling it easier and taking control faster, right? Y'all know I started a few months ago working on a farm, and that season in my life has shifted into something new for me. The farm was a little bit hard on my body, and when I say something new, it's not totally new. I used to wait tables and host at restaurants, and I was a server and bar back and all of the things working in restaurants years ago when I was like in my younger 20s. And I always felt like I need to get out of this. This isn't what I want to do. I'm supposed to go have the job like I'm in college. I always felt like things had to be planned out for me, right? And so I stopped working in restaurants a long time ago. And now I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to work for someone in the corporate sense anymore. I don't want to Uber and DoorDash and do all of those things anymore. Yes, I'm working on my own things, but I just want to get out of the house and engage with people while making some money, right? So this week, actually last week on Friday, I started working at a local restaurant. It's literally like 5 blocks from my house. I can walk there when I need to and want to. It's a real laid back environment. One of my friends works there. And so things for me in my life are shifting into a new season. And today, it's like literally my second day working there, and my husband goes to start his truck and his truck won't start this morning. So he just went ahead and took my car and went to work. And because I have done the work to train my brain, it wasn't stressful for me. It was like, yeah, take my car. I can walk, I'm close, whatever. It wasn't stressful for me. I started to think about how grateful I am that we now have 2 cars, 2 vehicles, because a long time, about 7 years of our relationship, we only had my car. And so I started to think about being grateful that we now have 2 vehicles. That's where my mind went first, rather than the stress of whatever we have to do to my husband's truck. Right then in that moment, we can't do anything. He's got to go to work, right? So rather than stress about it and whatever, I'm grateful that we have 2 vehicles. I'm grateful that my new job is within walking distance of my house. I can literally get there in like a 20-minute walk. I'm grateful that I woke up and I was stressing about when am I going to fit gym time in. I wanted to go to the gym before I went to work and, get my energy up and all of that. Well, now I get to walk to work, so I don't need to go to the gym. So I'm grateful that I am not stressing about when I'm fitting my physical activity in, because now it's happening at the same time because I get to walk to work, right? So instead of my brain immediately going to the stressful things that come up when you wake up and your car won't start, or you wake up and you have a flat tire, or you wake up and you're sick and you have to call out of work, whatever it is, instead of thinking about those stressful things, I went straight to gratitude. I went straight to being thankful that we have more than 1 vehicle, being thankful that my job is so close I can walk to it, being thankful that that's where I can fit my physical activity into the day and not stress about when I'm going to the gym. I turn to gratitude first. And when you do that, everything beyond that is going to be easier. It's going to be a little bit easier to handle. And the more you do it, like I said, the more you practice it, the more it is a thing in your everyday life, the easier it becomes. Now I turn to gratitude first rather than stress, right? Maybe even 3-4 months ago, I would have been in a stressful state of mind and then gotten myself together with gratitude, right? Like I would have, oh no, what are we going to do? Your car's broken down. I'm going to have to drive you to work. Like I would have been into that stressful mindset and then later on taking control with gratitude, right? Does that make sense? Rather than thinking of gratitude first, before the stress can even start to set in. Yes, there's still stress about it. We don't know what's wrong with his truck. Hopefully it's something easy, but you never know, right? But right now in this moment, he can take my car to work because we have 2 vehicles. I can walk to work because I am able-bodied and my job is so close. I can get my physical activity in without stressing about when I'm going to the gym. Those are the things that I was turning to in the moment and being grateful for. So when you turn to gratitude first, when you make it a practice, when you make it an intentional point to retrain your brain to turn to gratitude first, your everyday life starts to become easier and less stressful. I promise you from the bottom of my heart, from someone who has lived with anxiety my whole life, but really I was diagnosed in 2010, I promise you, when you turn to gratitude often, when you make it an intentional point to think about gratitude first, it allows you so much freedom in your mind. Don't even give stress the chance to take over and come in. Be grateful for what you have. And yes, I know that there are some things that happen that it's really extra super hard to redirect the emotions in the moment, right? Like an unexpected death or something along those lines that are like huge, right? I'm talking about small things, right? You know that there are more steps involved with big things like that, right? But I'm saying when you turn to gratitude first, everything will become easier for you. I am now feeling calm rather than stressed out about things. I'm feeling like in the mindset to handle things. I'm excited to get out and walk to work and get my physical activity done. I'm grateful that we have 2 vehicles, and if I don't feel like walking home from work, my husband can come get me because he'll have my car. And turning to gratitude first allows you freedom in the moment. And when you make it a practice, it allows you long-term freedom. So remember, for Gratitude Wednesday, focus your energy, train your brain to turn to gratitude first. Remember, it takes 90 seconds to shift energy and emotion in your body. So full gratitude statements, more than one, giving yourself at least 90 seconds so you can shift that energy. Takes 90 seconds to shift energy and emotion in your body. But where focus goes, energy flows. So when you focus on that gratitude for 90 seconds or more, and you're focusing your energy, you're going to be living in that energy. So retrain your brain and make it a point to turn to gratitude first. The way that I did that is with the daily drive. I just got up and did the daily drive first thing. What's my intentional thought for the day? What's my gratitude for the day? I got up and did that first thing right away for a long time. I journal often, and I journaled a lot to just simply become aware of my thoughts, because a lot of times, I know y'all know, we can have thoughts that we're like, we don't even know what's going on, right? So just to become aware of my thoughts, I spent a lot of time just journaling out my thoughts and then allowing myself the 90 seconds or more with gratitude statements, journaling to redirect that energy, right? So if you don't know what I mean by training your brain or, redirecting your focus, just some type of gratitude practice often. The daily drive really truly helped me to take control of that first thing. I would get up in the morning and do it as soon as I woke up and be in gratitude brain already. Because when you start out in gratitude brain, like I said, you're intentionally taking control of the chemicals in your body. So turn to gratitude first, turn to gratitude often, make gratitude practices part of your everyday, all the time, constant life, and you will change the chemical makeup of your body. I am grateful that we have more than one car. I'm grateful that I can walk to work, even though it's the coldest day that it's been so far. I'm grateful that we have more than one car. I'm grateful I can walk to work, even though my husband's truck is broken down. I can still get there. I'm grateful that I can get my physical activity done and out of the way and not stress. I am grateful for the things that I have in my life and around me. And when I think about that first and often, I feel calm rather than stressed in most all situations. And that is because gratitude practices release those same chemicals into your body that are associated with the feelings of joy, the feelings of bliss, and the feelings of calm. So turning to gratitude first literally allows you to take control of the chemical makeup of your body. Turn to gratitude first and turn to gratitude often. I am always grateful for all of y'all that are here with me in this crazy world. Today, I wrote down new opportunities. I'm grateful for new opportunities. I'm grateful for looking at new opportunities. I'm grateful for those of you that get excited to try new opportunities. When you try new things, you discover your purpose. And when you discover your purpose, motivation becomes an internal job. And it is a freeing feeling. I talk about it often on Motivation Monday and on Freedom Friday. It all rolls in there together. So I'm grateful for new opportunities, and I'm grateful for all of you out there. Do me a favor and check out dailydrivecoaching.com. I'm updating it. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, put your email address in, hit subscribe, and you'll get content from me to your inbox. If you're not part of my Becoming Unlimited Facebook group, let me know or search for it, or it's tagged up here on this live video. It is a free community of support where you can just jump in there, see these daily drives, get a little bit more content on unlimiting your thoughts, and just have a group of people to know that you're not in this mental health world alone. That's Becoming Unlimited. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor and hit subscribe and turn on notifications for all of my social media, because I will never ask for a fee for what I do here. I just ask that you help me spread mental health awareness and continue to break the stigma of mental health by sharing, tagging a friend, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of the social media things. It helps me so much. I love y'all so much. Remember, turn to gratitude first. Make it a point, an intentional point, to train your brain to turn to gratitude first and turn to gratitude often, and you will literally take control of the chemical makeup of your body and allow yourself to handle stress in a much easier way. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. I will see y'all